So this week's sandbox, or today's sandbox, is I want you to create a number guessing game where the program asks the user to guess a number between 1 and 10. And I'm going to give you code to generate a random number from the computer. And if the user guesses the number correctly, it says you got it right. If they don't guess it correctly, but they're too high, then it says too high. And if they don't guess it correctly, it says too low. So the code for the sandbox is right here in module 4. And under resources, and we just wait. The easiest way, you could download this file and open it, but you can also just copy and paste the code. Okay. So this code right here, I'm not going to explain to you, but all you need to know is that int guess, after you run this code, will be the computer's secret number. So we're going to comment out this line when we run the actual program after we're done testing it. We're going to comment this out so the computer's guess is not printed out. But let me just demo the code for you. So if I run this, every time I run this, it's going to come up with a random number between 1 and 10. So now, what I need to do here is use input. Okay. So I can take this code, put that random number right there, and then I can use my if, elif, and else to tell the user whether they were guessing too high, too low, or whether they guessed correctly. Also, don't forget, when we get input from a user, what's the data type? It's a string, even if they're putting in a number. So don't forget to convert it to an integer so you can do those comparisons without getting an error. Okay, so that's the sandbox for today. Again, sandboxes are not something you have to turn in, but they are good practice. The assignment for this week will play directly off of this. So once you have this down, then the assignment should be pretty easy for this week. Okay, any other questions before we get started? All right, spend some time playing around. If you are behind in the work or you need to work on A3 or something else, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, the sandbox is here for you. Yes, question? Sorry, what? Oh, I just copied it down here. I actually meant to delete that one. You don't need it twice. But I put it down here so that it was down here in the code. It doesn't really matter if it comes first or last. I just put it down here under the comment.